Alright, being it's a nice cool day, I took advantage of it to buff this thing out a little bit better. Most of the beetles we get are pretty rough in paint. Now this is a second paint job. I mean, if you look at my roof there, it's pretty shiny. What I've done is taken 1500 sandpaper, 1500 grit sandpaper, and I sanded. I don't know if you can see this here. Yeah, it's pretty dull right there compared to up there. And I've used this product here, this Ultra Cut Compound by Meguiar's. It's like 30 bucks for this bottle, but it does wonders. And if you're afraid of using a buffing wheel, this will rub on by hand, and you'll get a pretty good shine, even with 1500 grit sandpaper. And I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so there's before. I'll give you a shot in relationship to where it is. Okay, now this is after. Now I've got some almost like an orange peel here that I've discovered if I sand too far, I expose primer, so I kind of stopped right in there. But the trick to this stuff is that you've got to keep rubbing it and rubbing it and rubbing it till it almost dries. It turns from a real heavy cut to take out those scratches, and then breaks down into a buffing compound. And I mean, that's pretty good if you want to put a little bit of life back into your old paint. This is the easy way to do it, especially like I said, with no buffing wheel. You know, for those of you with not a lot of experience, it's a little scary, and that's where I was. So this stuff by hand does a pretty good job. Alright, here's something else I want to show you too. It's really difficult to see on this camera. Even though this is shiny here, it's got like it's got orange peel on it, basically. And what you can do is, with that 1500 grit sandpaper, you can sand all that orange peel out, as long as your paint's thick enough, which it should be with 1500. It's real light, but I'll show you the after I sand it. I'll show you partial and then after what it needs to look like. Okay, it's a little hard to see, but you can see those little tiny specks on there. What that is the original shine coming through what I just sanded. You want to try and remove all that as much as that as possible. If you still see a little bit of shine, that's the part of the orange peel. You want to try and get down and take those little bit of spots out. And you get a smooth, even, uniform dullness is what you're looking for. Okay, so here it is. It's all dull from sanding with 1500 grit. You can see over here, it's a little shiny over there, but here, nothing. A little shiny up there, but nothing. And I'll buff this out and show you how this works. Alright, well there's the finished product. It probably needs another sanding because I can still see some orange peel in it, but it's a lot shinier than it was. So I'm going to give it a wash. It's getting late, so I'm going to give it a wash and put it away.